Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. We're covering the U.S. versus Trevor Milton trial, now heading into Friday. Yesterday on the stand, there was a Robinhood investor, of which there are many. The one they chose, of course, was a Robinhood investor in a wheelchair. They made a big point of saying this wasn't to influence the jury in any way. He lost $160,000, but he also acknowledged not reading SEC filings. We'll see what the jury thinks of it. The case proceeds. We went across the river to cover the U.S. versus Tom Barrack trial in EDNY, finding there an expert who didn't know what the Abu Dhabi investment fund was, but did have some interesting things to say about UAE foreign policy in Libya, Egypt, overthrowing Morsi, bombing Yemen. So that was interesting. Then we went to the Mag Court, which we've done now 2 days in a row. The EDNY Mag Court. The one here, Southern District, we're all over it. But EDNY is something new. And we've covered another case that we're writing up. But what I've noticed this morning is that only today, EDNY has issued a new policy. Now, until yesterday, I had to wear a mask to get into the building. Now, masks not required in EDNY, except in the arraignments court, magistrates court, which seems very strange. Are you saying it's a different class of criminal? Maybe it's they haven't been screened yet? I'm not sure how the masking then works in the holding cells going to it. I'm going to write a story about it. You can check it out. And I will say, having now covering this Barrack trial, like we're waiting for some kind of a ruling to bring electronics in because all the other media have it. We're still covering it like crazy. We've put out some Twitter spaces, first attempt. Okay, United Nations, an absolute sleaze fest. Antonio Guterres censoring the press. Rights of reply last night by Iran and Morocco. So far the only two. Very telling. And Melissa Fleming, the accreditation official who's directly responsible for not acting on Inner City Press's application to re-enter, not answering the Quinn Emanuel pro bono letter, where did she speak at and bloviate that Antonio Guterres is very angry? A Microsoft office, Microsoft's UN office. You see, the UN throws out independent press and partners with mega corporations. It won't stand. We're applying to re-enter.